Alright, let's come out in the garden and have a look. Roses are still in leaf, and in fact there's even a couple of bits of new growth. Polyanthus are coming out in flower again. Lovely. Lovely. And it's forecast rain. Fruit bushes have taken okay after being moved. And in fact, there's new shoots coming up on all of them. New shoots are beginning to burst. Unfortunately, I don't want them bursting yet. Just put some more recycling in the bin. That's a layer of cardboard and paper to make the green. Rot down underneath it. Alright, bro. Let's take a quick walk around the garden. Garlic is doing great. Yeah, look at that garlic. Beautiful. Time now to get the strawberries into the greenhouse, so they start to come back for the summer. I like to give them a bit of winter, because that spurs them into, I find it spurs them into growth for the summer. You can see it's very windy. The buds on the camellia are still okay. Let's hope they get through the winter. If they do, I will have a fantastic showing of camellia flowers. This part of the garden, because it's now mature, is fairly much left to itself. Very minimal work done on it, very minimal pruning, etc. And this is the wild section, which I basically do nothing with. It does its own. Let's carry on round the garden, have a look. Bulbs already started to come up. Some more polyanthus in flower. The perennial poppy is growing. That's way too early. Crazy. Oh, good boy. Well, that's what you'd expect for the winter. Hey, off, Bo. Don't walk over the bulbs. Yeah, look, more bulbs coming up. Yes, more bulbs, Dad. Oh, God. Well, the rhubarb is nicely tucked under there, but come over and have a look. Bo wants to have his picture taken. You show off, Bo. Off from my rhubarb. Look, rhubarb is already, this is a new one. Victoria is the variety. It's already showing up nicely. The banana plants have been trying to grow. They were cut down at this height and they put on a couple of inches of growth. Now you're probably saying, why haven't I got these covered over like I've got the rest covered over? That's because these have got to be moved. Bo, off of the rhubarb, thank you, off. He's in a very playful mood. Yeah, these banana plants have got to be moved. But I haven't really got any room, and I've got no one that wants them. So they may have to be composted. A shame, but there you go. If I've got no one that wants them, and I've got nowhere to put them, I haven't got a lot of choice, have I? Oh, look at this, beautiful in flower. The hellebore. Look at those beautiful flowers. This one's coming out in flower as well, look, all in bud. Right, well, these cord lines, that one there, that one down there, that one there, they were killed off, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. They did nothing here but in 2022, 2023, they started to regrow. And they were growing back. So for a year, nearly a year, there was no growth on them at all. They were just sat underground, waiting. Right. Sprouting peas. Look at that. It's still fine. In fact, there's some cutting on there I could take for some, and the greenhouse. Yeah, it's got to get in here and do some. Got to sort all this out so I can get some seeds in here and the potato sacks in. Right. Quite a bit of new growth on the rosemary. The mesclun mix solar leaves are now just about finished, so I'll get all this cleared out and refresh the soil in there. Right. Oh, hello. Just having a cup of tea. Well, as you'll see, very wet. Well, I should say, it is very wet now. It wasn't when I was out there earlier. It was very windy. About 5 degrees with the wind factor. It found more like 2 degrees centigrade. But I'm now, indoors. I've been indoors for a bit. I cooked my tea and I had my tea. And it's absolutely throwing it down out there. It's windy, very wet. It started raining about literally 7 or 8 minutes after I came indoors from having a quick tour around the garden, and it's not stopped. Well, I hope you all had a good, happy, merry Christmas. And if you're going out to do some celebrations tonight, as it's 31st December today, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, have a good time. Stay safe and stay well there. So now, to me, the 1st of January is normally the start of my gardening year. And this year is going to be no different at all. The winter solstice is now gone, and we're going to start getting lighter by roughly 1 minute a day. And then, unfortunately, come the summer solstice on the 21st of June, It'll start getting darker by 1 minute a day, roughly. So now, how many of you have already sown your onions? A lot of growers and gardeners over here, especially exhibition gardeners, they start sowing their onions on Boxing Day. Very traditional. I'm not growing onions because I've got the white rot in the soil. The garlic, as you saw in the little garden tour, is doing well in the containers. Last year I grew it in the garden and it didn't do that great at all. Yes, I got some garlic, but it didn't do that great. Now, the thing is, before I start sowing and before I start planting, yes, I'm going to start planting, I've got to sort the greenhouse out. At the moment, I've got all the spider plants, which is the summer bedding plants, in there. They need to come out. They need to come indoors and go in the spare bedroom, preferably on the windowsill and on a table or something in front of the window. And then I'll have the greenhouse free and I can put some potato bags in there. Now, so it might be saying, why do you want to put potato bags in your greenhouse? Well, I went to my local store, which is Charlie's, which is like an American version of Lowe's. Charlie's is in Shrewsbury yesterday, and I found potatoes. Yeah, that's right. They're already selling potatoes. Now these are Swift potatoes, and they are good sized potatoes this year. They're not like last year, which most of them were either very small or absolutely massive. These are perfect size for planting. Now, Swift is a first early, a determinate potato, which means it grows on one level, as opposed to indeterminate, which is most, if not all, of the main crop, which grow on different levels. So, as a determinate, I can, in my potato bag, I can put about 4 inches of soil above that, and then put another 2, so I can get 4 in a bag. So I'm going to do 4 bags, which will give me 16 potato tubers in there, and they're going to be done this week. I'll take you along and show you what I'm doing, and then the rest of them are going to go onto a egg tray, plastic egg tray, and they will be in the light because I want them to chit. Now, chit, C-H-I-T, is where you allow them to grow shoots. I want those shoots to grow, and as they grow, I'll then be bagging up more and putting them in the greenhouse. So, and then come sort of March, February, end of February, beginning of March, which is normally the usual time that at least I plant them outside in bags, because I always grow mine in bags. I can then grow some more. But I want to, as an experiment, just see how well they'll go growing them on that sort of basis, a staggered. So, a couple of bags every week. There's a good number of potatoes in there, so it should, that should see me through a few weeks. And I can always go and get some more.